Howdy, and welcome to episode 132 of In the Rabbit Hole's Urban Survival Podcast, Summer Shorts. There may be 50 ways to leave your lover, but today we're going to cover 7 mistakes preppers make. I'm your host, Aaron, and you are in the rabbit hole, safe and sound. Support the show that's supported you for over 4 years. Visit ITRH.net to become a member of the In the Rabbit Hole Roving Horde Armada. You'll not just be helping to support the show when you become a member. Supporting Armada members get access to exclusive content, discounts, encrypted forums, and the ability to connect with like-minded people and form local groups. For as little as $3.33 a month, you can help us keep the show going. Plus, you get a whole lot more benefit. Recently, members enjoyed surprise bonuses like an ammo inventory spreadsheet template and a 90-minute free survival webinar with Q&A session. Visit ITRH.net to become part of the ITRH Armada today. You'll be keeping the show safe and sound. One more quick announcement before we dive in today. Of course, we will be returning for Season 5, August 3rd, and it looks like we're going to be starting things off with Miss Alana Barfield. She has a pretty interesting new adventure to tell us about. I think you guys are going to be pretty impressed, and we're going to all learn a lot from, the shenanigans she's been up to. Again, that is August 3rd. And of course, if you are new to the show, today is going to be a short episode. It is part of our ITRH Summer Shorts series. We typically take the summer off to recharge the prepper batteries, goof off, get into trouble, do things of that nature. But this season, we're trying something new by giving some bonus episodes about once a month, calling them ITRH Summer Shorts, and that's what today's going to be. But of course, set your calendars for August 3rd. Today's episode is, of course, going to be a short episode, but I think y'all are going to really enjoy it. It's going to be the 7 pieces of prepper advice I wish I had been given many moons ago. Number 1, start all your preps from the most likely to happen personal stuff. When you've exhausted this, then go to the most likely to happen local stuff. Progress from there till you get to the least likely stuff. If you can keep this in mind before each purchase and action, you'll be light years ahead of where most people end up even 3 or 5 years into their preparedness. You see, most people begin prepping from a place of fear of something that is actually the least likely thing to happen to them in life. Take your pick. Yellowstone supervolcano, total complete civilization breakdown, EMPs, zombie apocalypse, whatever it is. But the reality is the simple things that protect you in personal disasters will get you 80% of the way through the crazy stuff. This is a concept I have to revisit regularly myself, even after 10 plus or minus years of focusing pretty constantly on prep. Number 2, buy and store food and water first before you do anything else. Start simple with a 3-week supply and expand out from there. More than 90% of the disasters, big and small, you'll need food and water on hand. The other 10% of the time, the stores will be either open soon enough, or you'll be vaporized and you won't care anyway. Number 3, build your bob for staying at a motel or a friend's house. If after all your other preps are squared away and you still feel you need it, build your apocalypse bag. New preppers often first make an apocalypse bag. They have visions of running off to the woods and living out of their bags. I've certainly done this too. But this is investing time and money in the least likely thing to happen. Worse yet, they often lack the physical conditioning and skills to make it through such an adventure, or for that matter, to carry around the 80-pound rucks they've constructed. Number 4, one of the first skills you should seek is how to save a life. Being an amazing gunslinger is great, but it means very little if your child or loved one suffers some sort of serious injury, which at the end of the day is probably more likely to happen than a violent encounter. Get trained in first aid and CPR. And check out CERT, Community Emergency Response Team. The classes are free, or not really free. You've already paid for them via the federal government, so you might as well take advantage of it. While these courses will not turn you into Jason Bourne, they will give you some really great basic foundational tools to work with and skills that you might very well use one day. Number 5, set a goal to get at least 3 months' salary in savings. For some, this may seem like an insurmountable task. I get that. But I would bet that if you really put your mind to it, there are things you can cut back on or cut out altogether to help you get to this goal. Keep in mind, this is not something you have to do overnight, but it is something you should be able to do within 2 years. It just takes effort. Sometimes a lot of effort, but it just takes effort. You see, this goes back to most of the disasters you're going to experience in life are personal. And unfortunately, most of those personal disasters are going to require cash on hand to deal with this situation, whether it be medical bills, repairs to a home, repairs to a car, or something like that. Number 6, it's not about how many guns you have, and it's not about how expensive they are. It's about how well you can use them. So get as much range time, dry fire time, and training as you can. Number 7, try to spend as much time, if not more time, practicing preparedness and physically acquiring new skills as you do reading, listening, and talking about survival. Academic knowledge will only get you so far. You'll be far better served by being a practitioner rather than an academic if shit really does ever hit the fan. Remember again, visit ITRH.net to help support the show. Again, set your calendars for August 3rd. We will be back for Season 5 of In the Rabbit Hole. From the Lone Star State. Till next time, stay safe and sound.